يا أصحاب، حياكم الله. نكمل لعبة ديسكو إليزيوم. والله حرام الاستديو هذا قفل. شوفوا كيف بالله الرسم هذا الحال والحركة والميوزك الخفيف كذا، حزين كئيب غامض. نكمل يا جماعة من حيث انتهينا.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes. Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically, imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it. It comes free with a six-pack of Vermilion Roy d'Or. The words Roy d'Or are stamped into the crown's plastic. The sentiment is called anti-centennial nostalgia, pining for a time before the turn of the century. It's common even now, after 50 years.
Yes?
طيب حقول له أخبرني عن القضية.
What do you want to know?
لا، حقول له هل تعتقد أن هذه القضية غامضة؟
No, it's not a particularly mysterious case.
لما لا؟
The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. I just don't see the case getting more mysterious than that.
طيب هختار هذا
There
الأخير.
was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons you have in mind. You seem to wish there was
هذا اللي أنا أشك فيه، علاقة بين المدير والموظفة.
Good point. Martinez is famed for its occult sex murder rites.
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
قاعد يتريق علي. خليني
Extremely.
كمان.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head, with a dark twist even. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it. Sit on it a bit, then hit him with it.
طيب.
I'm afraid you and I are pawns in a
من جد.
pissing competition. You don't know? I assumed you were in on it.
لا أذكر.
That's good.
لا يا شيخ.
That's good. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity.
سابقة الشرطيين.
We shouldn't waste any more time on it.
المنافسة
If you want my
القذرة.
take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Later.
لا.
Was there anything else you wanted to know about the case?
حقول له هل تعتقد أنها غامضة؟
It's not a part.
The lieutenant adjusts his collar. It doesn't look like he wants the case to be more mysterious.
Good.
أخبرني عن القضية مجددا. أقنع كيم أن هناك لغزا غامضا ومثيرا في القضية. هختار هذا الخيار.
Only banal things strike you.
فشلت في الاختبار ليش؟
Core, you're a very banal person with a very small soul.
تم إلحاق الضرر بالمعنويات. طيب لا 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 لا، إيش صار؟ طيب لا.
Despair creeps into you, getting fat on your weakness. Whatever noble intentions you once had as a police officer, you're still coming up with sentences. That's a step up from total annihilation, right?
لا أكيد ما حقول له تبا لك، اكتفيت لا أحد يحب رجال الشرطة. أتمنى لو كنت ميتا تبا لك تبا لك. اكتفيت لا أحد يحب رجال الشرطة على أي حال. أضعت حياتي في حماية البشر وهم لا يستحقون ذلك.
I don't dispute that you have been charged with protecting the people of a particularly challenging district, but poverty does not make one a loser. Poverty...
Nothing you can say would make you feel any better now. Cop gives up the detective genre for social realism. Another police officer resigned from the RCM following a nervous breakdown. He now lives under a bridge, drinking and occasionally throwing excrement at passers-by, shouting, "I never loved that woman." When asked to comment, former colleagues objected to the theory that his psychological disintegration was precipitated by his wife leaving him. "It's because the Furrows lost that match," said Captain Ptolemy Price, once the man's superior officer. "It's because he couldn't get a big gun from acquisitions, and anyway, police work really burns you out after a while," Satellite Officer Jean-Vic Mayer, the deranged former cop's partner, commented. Sergeant Matt Torson, another former colleague, did not propose any
هل إنه
theories,
كذا
merely
يعتبر
saying
انتهت
whatever
اللعبة؟
happened to him wasn't about birth.
شفتوا كيف؟ انتهت لأني أنا استسلمت واستقلت. فيها عدة خيارات، المفروض أختار الخيار الصح. ما حسوي لعبة جديدة تحميل اللعبة. جماعة ملصقات، نشوف ايش الملصقات اللي موجودة. اوكي. كشف الأحداث. لا لحظة. شخصيات. يلا طب اوكي. شكرا، ابى اخرج. نرجع نكمل.
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all
أقول
the
له أفضل معرفة المزيد عن
The
عالم
contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding. An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
لحظة، نروح على طول للجثة. وما قالوا هنا على أساس
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here. Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard. Isn't this something an industrial worker would wear?
طيب هو حيقول لي أكيد.
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes. Isn't this something?
Noted.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. 1. Standard work boot. Steel reinforced toes, number 42. Standard work boot. 3. Hobnailed work boot. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45. You don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. 5. Another standard work. 6. An aberration. Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped. You're not bad. It's as if the whole world darkens. Everything else has a thin film of unimportance on it. And the tracks burn in the middle. 7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot. 8. And yet another standard work boot.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the...
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Revachol. 7 days below freezing. The day before.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
A woman or a kid? Understood. Anything else? 200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built...
He might be right. 2?
Maybe it wasn't. Possibly, yes.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows. Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between 2 men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see? Interesting. Let's name it the Old Soul. Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
قارئ طبول هذا
The
غباء.
drummer only uses the right foot for the kick drum. You're right, it's stupid. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? You're right. Let's keep a low profile. What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance...
Indeed. They all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up. The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
نسأل الولد هذا.
Kuno's got this.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Oh yeah, nappa comfy, Kuno.
لا حول.
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body. The kid is obviously high.
Fuck that! Kuno, yeah, right in the mouthful!
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
هقول له عندي أسئلة لك.
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
Shitload pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows what you meant. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make Kuno sing into the popo phone. Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down. You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional. I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Yeah. Kuno didn't smoke him if that's what you mean.
Thanks, Kuno. That's one name you can now cross off the list.
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That's it.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno!
You're testing Kuno.
Get lost,
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it? No, it's not fucking cool.
He thinks you're fucking fool, Kuno! He says you climb the ladder up to your magic tree house.
Get the fuck out of here, pig. Dunno. Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Opagite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie-Opagites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno. Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her. What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening? Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds. Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Maggie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put
والله هذه يبغى لها جلد.
Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Everybody!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out!
Pigs in here in Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
نفسي ألكم بس ما أقدر. كن منطقيا، ربما لا يزال هناك مخرج، فقط ناشد منطقه. أقول له ما انحرضك.
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in a...
Listen to your friend. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno in the ass. Fucking logical. Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno. Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno. He's showing his genitals. If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late.
أفقع وجهه. هذا اختبار أحمر.
Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that, I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking. There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shut that shit down. You know what? You should have, because now you're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you.
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna...
No, you're not. We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
A peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You just... Kuno's...
Okay, Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Trying to fuck at the Kuno. Trying to fuck at me. Trying to fuck. Kuno only gets higher.
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up, up, up!
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
كان نفسي ألكم صراحة.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think. Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in. I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
I come from the woods, good Davidu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what...
Don't be traumatizing her.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die.
Get the fuck out of her face. You got...
So it's a girl. Interesting.
I'll die before I squeal, pig. Murder was the case they gave me. I'll die before I squeal. You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not...
You can still see the top of her hat from behind.
ما منها فايدة هذه البنت.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite. Because there's a secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There it is. You see a shabby little door.
What is this then? A tool shed?
يلا.
Yes?
Be still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet, the lieutenant isn't studying the powder in the mirror. There's a good vague way to ask where he stands on drug use. Professionally, I mean.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade, detective. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor, no?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. When the wind ruffles the cloak, you can most definitely see a white rectangle on its back.
Yes, it's probably yours. It bears the RCM insignia, and you have a habit of being careless with your equipment. You could probably make the jump. You look like you've done some track and field in your day.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance. That machine is a Kvalsund 1020 HK. His eyes trace the crane's contour, as if trying to memorize its majestic shape. Then he notices.
Yes. We were in the middle of something. Your cloak.
The wind is aggressive up here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous. That machine is a Kvalsund 10.
Yes, that's one way of putting it. It's certainly an impressive achievement, but I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it, well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meters.
The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide? As you leap in the air, a chilly breeze engulfs you, sharpening your senses. Ankles tingling from the tension, blood roaring in your ears. You are ready for your rendezvous with the concrete pavement below. As the concrete floor welcomes you, you realize it's been a while since you felt so alive, alert, capable. Must be the adrenaline.
I knew you could do it. My climbing down might not have been as disco as your jump, but at least we can explore the harbor now.
With your feet firmly planted on the concrete, the noise of the harbor. This is the night watchman's booth. The name, listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry. We are pretty easy to spot up here.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. There's a framed, it's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a Royal Carabinieri uniform. The girl is smiling playfully.
Why did you take that? Fine, but let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
طيب يا جماعة، الله يعطيكم العافية، نستكشف باقي الألغاز وباقي غموض قصة الجثة هذه والطفل هذاك المزعج وإيش الكواليس الجريمة في المقطع الجاي، وأشوفكم على خير بأمان الله. باي باي.